It's your boy Jayy Bludden, and today we're going to talk about the issues surrounding Colin Kaepernick and Jay-Z. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and let's get down to it. Okay, so let's get into the issue. Now, all the name callings, who's selling out who, and all this stuff with the issue surrounding Jay-Z and the NFL deal and all these things like that. As far as I'm concerned, every single black person have sold out in some instances to something or someone. Do we all show one another love in the black community? We've been killing one another in gangs and all these things long before the NFL deal. We've been selling out one another, we've been snitching on one another, we've been causing one another to go in jail for issues way before the Kaepernick issues and stuff like that. Get into all this NFL deal and the anthem scandal and all them stuff like that. We want to know, what does these two guys have in common? Let's just back for a minute. What does these two guys have in common? What do they have in common? They are both of great influence, even though they are from different platforms. He in the sporting, athletic platform, and Jay-Z is in the musical platform. But they both have power. They have great influence. What makes Jay-Z a more influential guy than Colin Kaepernick is the fact that he is not just a rapper, but he is an entrepreneur and he is a businessman. He has great influence and he talks to very important people. And it would be very interesting to have a man like Jay-Z on his side so as he can get that financial backing. First, I would like to know, when was the I Know Your Rights camp established? Was it established before he did that kneeling in the NFL game with the anthem and all of that? Or did he establish this group after the incident? He would have already established the I Know Your Rights camp before he decided to kneel in the NFL game in an act of social injustice. I would want to believe the movement was already at hand, and that was the only way for him to highlight his movement. That NFL deal got intertwined with his social injustice protest or campaign, and why did Jay-Z get himself involved with Colin Kaepernick and at the same time with NFL? Get on for you real quick. I believe what happened is Colin Kaepernick lost his job over pulling that stunt. And I'm going to show you a little more depth in that whole kneeling. Colin Kaepernick didn't only stand for social injustice, but he also disrespected America. So the way that I see all this is that Colin Kaepernick was not fired not because he knelt for social injustice. He was fired because he disrespected the anthem of America. He disrespected the presidency of America, and he also disrespected the country. You may say that I'm saying things that is crazy, but that's just the reality. When you live in Rome, you do as the Roman do. If you have a problem with the country, leave altogether. guy of mixed race suffer any pressures under the black community. Colin Kaepernick is not a black guy. He's of mixed race, which meaning he could probably have white in him or Spanish in him or whatever. So he does not go through the same kind of conditions or pressure as a black man like me in America. Let's be realistic. So why would you be representing something that does not really affect you per se? It might be affecting people around you, but not you. I believe Colin Kaepernick is a trappy guy. Yes, Jay-Z is a business guy. He took a business deal. Stop throwing shade at Jay-Z for taking the initiative to do a business deal. You don't know what he has in store with all this NFL deal and all this stuff like that. You all don't know. All you all do is just speculating. Colin Kaepernick made a stand. No one told him to make a stand. He made a stand on his own. That is the repercussions of making a social injustice stand. You cannot blame Jay-Z for that. You cannot blame Jay-Z for making a business proposition. Because if it was any one of y'all bashing Jay-Z or throwing shade on Jay-Z, y'all would have done the same thing. Y'all probably done certain things similar to what Jay-Z did. And the only truth comes to light is when people are highlighted in the world of whatever it is they do. Message to y'all real quick. You don't ever put your faith in a rapper and an athlete. These guys cannot get rid of social injustice in America. Social injustice is deemed by the white folks of America. If you can't beat them, join them. And I guess in Jay-Z's case, he's joining them because he can't beat them. And you also have to remember that Jay-Z's wife is half white. Her mother is white. So get with the program, people. Get with the program. These men are not God. These men cannot get rid of social injustice in America. They can only make it worse.